I aligned myself with the will of the people that I thought I had to please so that I could survive. Labor and the expression of worth. There's this word that's kind of hot right now, neurodivergency. When you walk away from your security, guess what you get to deal with? Your insecurities. It's my first smile of the day. I thought I'd share it with you. Here is a seagull among ducks. Have you ever read that book called Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach? It's a book about a seagull who starts doing things that are unlike the other seagulls. These are three of my favorite trees here at Audubon Park. Grouping of three always feels good to me. Feel kind of embraced, standing in the middle of three trees. Good things have been happening. I think I've been releasing my efforts to save my own life, as they say. You know, if you subscribe to that idea, that philosophy, that if you try to save your own life, you will truly lose it. And if you give up your life, somehow you save it. Whatever wisdom in that, I feel like I'm drawing closer to. Just about 5 years ago, I walked away from the security that I'd been investing in, 20-year marriage and all the security that comes with that, all the investments. And I really did I walked away. I took nothing except for my instruments and a few personal belongings. And then a couple of years ago, I guess it's maybe 3 years ago now, I walked away from my career, my profession. When you walk away from your security, guess what you get to deal with? Your insecurities. And as many of you may well know, I've been working with my insecurities for a long time. People pleasing. I aligned myself with the will of the people that I thought I had to please so that I could survive. I think that's pretty fair to assume that's kind of probably a symptom of deep, sick abuse that I experienced as a young person. And I can speak of that abuse now without anger and resentment, understanding that abuse to be the same as you have experienced in this world. Some of us just maybe in this particular lifetime get to be a little bit more upfront and personal with it. There's this teaching that I received from Eckhart Tolle about the pain body, and it was a model that helped me to take responsibility for my own anguish. I think it's important to mention that the inability of an individual to participate in a sick and dying cultural system does not constitute mental illness on the part of that individual. There's this word that's kind of hot right now, neurodivergency. I do seem to work in my life with some kind of neurodivergency that at this stage of my development does not allow me to participate in the normal goings on. But that does not constitute mental illness on my part. The mental illness I have dealt with. And the mental illness has to do with, deep suffering and the resentments and sickness that I seem to have inherited from a world that I was born into. I have taken responsibility for all of that. And now I am actually working harder than I have ever worked in my life as I align myself with my deepest expression of worth. My hope is that you will know today that you are capable of loving and that you are lovable. We are truly all in this together. And if by sharing my experience, my strength, and my hope, I can bring some deeper context to your experience, then my mission is accomplished today. Labor and the expression of worth.